What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Windy Wednesday. Just kidding, it's Thursday. And what we have here today is another Temu item. Somebody's got to stop me from buying Temu motor stuff, but anyways, this one is kind of unique. This is a skateboard, actually this time, an electric skateboard. And I've had a lot of electric skateboards in the past, including what must be my absolute least favorite that I absolutely refuse to do a video on, which is a summer board. Anyways, this is the Caroma. Now, this is a little bit higher of a quality skateboard than the really cheap ones or the teenager or the kid ones. This is a full-size 2-motor adult one, and this is my unboxing. Now, I could have gone cheaper, but this was on Temu, so it was cheap to begin with, which I'm kind of surprised at the price that it was, considering. But let's see what we got in here. Apologize for the noise from the chimes. Caroma. Caroma. There it is. It's actually pretty big. This thing, it's like 2.5 feet long. Now, I wasn't expecting that. I was actually expecting this to be a little bit smaller. The teenager one, which is cheaper on Amazon, I think it was like $199. This one, and I'll put another picture about what I paid on this one. It was cheaper than Amazon. Keep an eye out for Temu, because Temu, I don't know how they do it, but they have all sorts of discounts you can put on to your equipment. So here is the Caroma right there. That is a big board. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a skateboard and show the size difference. Okay, here's a standard size skateboard right here, which is my Element. It's my rarely used Element board, although I have other ones. And then there's the Caroma. You could actually see the size difference. It's quite staggering how large this is. It's almost, if I had to imagine, this is going to be more of a longboard situation. Now, I'm heavy into snowboarding. I don't know if you follow the Instagram, but my entire winter pretty much comprises of snowboarding. And now that the season is almost over, we are going to get more into skateboarding. And the nice part about this, the Caroma has a little bit larger wheels so that you don't get caught up on the ground on small rocks and whatnot and lose it. So let's unbox this. So this one said dual motor, although I'm not 100% sure that's the case. Okay. All right, let's take a look in the box. Okay. What do we have with it? I'm assuming this is a charger and a remote and maybe a toolkit. A lot of these cases or these kits have the charger remote toolkit. So here's the remote. I'm assuming that needs some batteries. Nope, it's a USB-C charger. Here's your toolkit, as fully expected. Here's the charger for the remote. Here's the charger for the board itself. And there is the instructions. But we don't need instructions. I'm a man. Let's see. So this has 3 bars of battery. And that's how you start that up. And then here is an acceleration. And this is very similar to what looks to be like a summer board setup on this one. So let's flip it upside down completely so you can see it. So there is the entire machine itself. Here is your power button right here. You can hear it beep. You can hear it connecting, and you can see it connect. But there it is. So let's see how this works. So we're going to get on here, and we're just going to roll it back and forth for a second. So there's forward and there's stop. There's forward and stop. So it's very similar to the summer board with the remote situation. And what we're going to do is we're going to get it out and we're going to mess around with it. We're going to go down the road a little ways and see how it works. Okay, so I have the Caroma out here, and then there's it moving forward on its own. Obviously I have to charge the battery a little bit, but we're going to give this a try and see how it goes. So full disclosure, this is the first time I'm on one of these, although I've had other ones in the past, as I said. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out and see how it rolls. Hopefully the traffic dies down a little bit on the road. So the summer board I hated because it wasn't a naturally occurring thing. People say you have to get used to it, but I never wanted to. Hey, there's a brake on this too. It's kind of cool. So if you hit the brake button, it works pretty good. Now here's more cars coming throughout the day. as usual, on a regular old road here. So if you hit the brakes, it'll stop you dead. But if you keep going, it'll keep moving. As you can tell, I'm a goofy rider, which is just a term for somebody who stands with their right foot forward. And this thing has a go forward automatically to begin with, so we're gonna hit this a little bit quicker once we get to the straightaway. Works pretty good. We're not gonna go full speed just yet. Neighbor's dogs are not happy with me. There we go. Now we'll hit the gas. This thing's actually moving pretty quick. See how fast it goes? Yeah, we're probably doing a good 15-20 miles an hour right there. It says this goes up to 30, but I don't 100% trust that. It's quiet. Seems to work pretty good. The other trick is, will it go up a hill? Holy moly, yeah, this thing does go pretty fast. Okay. Now my snowboard, my stance is typically -9, +9, because I'm a switch rider a lot. Oh, that's a big old bump right there, and it took it no problem. We keep moving. We're not sure why somebody's parked over here. There we go. We're also going to hit the brakes too. Not going full speed, but there you go. Brakes work pretty darn good. All right, we're gonna go back up the road, see how this works. Road's pretty busy at this time. And again, it's not like a regular skateboard. I wanna get on it and move my feet around, ollie and do stuff. That ain't gonna happen in this. A lot of people coming up the road as usual. It's that time. It's after 5 p.m. so we're gonna see if it makes it up this big hill. You know what we're gonna do too? You know what? Whew! Not used to hitting the brakes on a summer board or a snowboard or anything like that. We're gonna test the top speed. So let's do that as well. And see if we can get up the hill. Old handy dandy speedometer app. It's probably gonna get an ad, which is usual. Continue to app. You could see in my previous ones that we have the top speed from the other, so we're going to discard that. We're going to play again. We're just going to move forward a little bit, and it works. So let's try it out. So again, can't really use the board to ollie, and my stance is a little bit wider. I run a 22 and a half, so I'm going to push this thing a little bit faster. The trucks are a little loose for my weight. I'm about 190 pounds. Feels like it's pretty quick. Starting to do a little bit of a wobble. That happens on these machines that are used for a little bit lighter people, but it's getting up the hill. It's not doing a great job, but it works. See how far we get up the hill? This is a very, very steep hill right here. And it's doing an okay job, but I might be right at that weight limit where it's too much. So this is about the steepest portion of the hill right here. It's one of the steepest grade hills in the town. It is making it up it, so let's see if it makes it up the steepest portion of it. This board is very heavy. The tires are very large, so it's going over bumps without too much issue. I don't know if I would trust this off-road at all, but I'm assuming they sell some sort of off-road kit for it. But we are getting up the hill. Also, we're on very low battery. That's the other thing. So we're going to charge the battery up completely, and we're going to give it another try after the battery's 100% charged. this could be a big problem with the power and the speed. But they say it's about 400 watts. There we go. A little bit faster now. Should be able to hit a bit better of a top speed up here. This part of the road isn't sort of torn up. Yeah, not bad.
A few moments later.
One last thing to note that I forgot to show. The maximum speed that I achieved on this was 16 miles an hour, but I'm sure it's faster. I'm sure it does go about 20 to 22 miles an hour minimally. It could possibly go up 30. I just don't want to push it yet. Number one, we're on low battery. Number two, I'm brand new on it. Maybe I'll do another video on this and see how fast we can actually get it. Pretty cool little device. It's a neat way to get around. Definitely better than the summer board, in my opinion. Make sure I don't get hit by any cars. There I go. Cool board. Okay, so I don't want to run this out of batteries and be stuck in the dark. Have to walk a mile, but there it is. That is the Caroma board, and it's a motor, and it's part of Motorsports, and it kind of mixes my winter passions with what I could use in the summer or practice some sort of snowboarding, get my legs underneath me and keep going throughout the time. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see anything else, leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Enjoy it, guys. Talk to you soon.